Everybody a little louder, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, One more time again, a little louder, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, One more time, a little louder with your heart. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, One more time again, very loudly, everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Everybody, please sing real louder, please. One more time again, a little louder. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, सब लोग जोर से बोलिए।
So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I welcome all of you to His Holiness Candramauli Swami daily class on this auspicious occasion of Ekadashi. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, Maharaj, we will be continuing on Shrimad Bhagavatam or on Holy Name today.
Yeah, you can do a verse on the holy name.
Okay, great. Which verse I should share, Maharaj?
Rupa Swami's verse from Vidagya Madhava. And it starts off with Kunde Gandavini Vitim Vitam Te Kindavali Lavate. Kunde is the first name. Even the Gandavini.
So, Maharaj, your voice today, I don't know whether it's at my end, it's looking little bit distorted. Any other devotee can confirm?
Yes, Prabhuji, Maharaji, we can't hear you properly.
Yes, right.
Tunde is the first word.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Is better.
Thank you.
Tunde Tandavini. Rupa Goswami's verse from Vidagya Madhava. That's it.
Is this the verse, Maharaj?
Yeah.
Over to you, Maharaj.
Is there a purport there?
Yes, there is very just one line.
Oh, okay. Just describing. Okay, go to the Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktivindam Dundita Vinini Ratim Vinuti Tandavali Labda Day Kanakoda Dambini Gata Yatta Karna Bude Vasviham Chaita Pangana Sangini Vijate Vijayate Sarvadrendriyanam Kritam No Jane Janita Kriya Bir Amrita Krishnati Varnadwayi. Translation. I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. We then desire many, many mouths. When that name enters the holes of the ears, we desire many millions of ears. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. This verse is included in the Vedagya Madhava, a 7-act play written by Srila Rupa Goswami, describing the pastimes of Sri Krishna in Vrindavan. Go on to the next verse. Lokasuna Haridasa Haila Ulasi Nachete Lagigams Lokera Arta Prasamsi. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted this verse, Haridas Thakur, upon hearing the vibration, became jubilant and began to dance while praising its meaning. Krishna Nameram Mahima Shastra Sadhu Mukta Jani Mera Madure Ache Kaha Nahi Suni. One has to learn about the beauty and transcendental position of the holy name of the Lord by hearing the revealed scriptures from the mouths of the devotees. Nowhere else can we hear of the sweetness of the Lord's holy name. Purport. It is said in the Padma Puran, Atashi Krishna Namari Nabavet Grayam Indriyai. Chanting and hearing of the transcendental holy name of the Lord cannot be performed by the ordinary senses. The transcendental vibration of the Lord's holy name is completely spiritual. Thus, it must be received from spiritual sources. It must be chanted after having been heard from a spiritual master. One who hears the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra must receive it from the spiritual master by oral reception. Srila Sanatana Goswami has forbidden us to hear the holy name of Krishna chanted by non-Vaishnavas, such as professional actors and singers, for it will have no effect. It is like milk touched by the lips of a serpent, as stated in the Padma Purana. Avaishnava mukundgirnam putahari katam vitam shravanam naiva kartavyam sarpaposchitam atapaya. As far as possible, therefore, the devotees in the Krishna conscious movement gather to chant the holy name of Krishna in public, so both the chanters and the listeners may benefit. Om Gyan Timidandasya Gyana Jana Salakaya Chaksun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimakti Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavari Pastyatya Desatarine Vanchakalpa Tarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Paevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So that verse that we spoke describes the actual experience of one who has chanted the holy name in a pure state of consciousness. The holy name is Krishna himself. This has been confirmed throughout the scriptures. Nama Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Sudyam Nityam Mukta Sudya Mukta Abhinna Tvam Nami Namino. That Nami and Nama, the name and he whose name is the same. There is no difference, as explained in this verse from Padma Purana. So that Krishna has descended in the form of transcendental sound. Sound is material, sound is spiritual. When material energy covers over sound, then that same sound is material and is limited because of the coverings of the material energy. Although the sound vibration is never limited, those who experience that sound vibration experience it in a different way, or in a limited way. Therefore, they cannot taste or experience the happiness as it's described in that verse. That when one chants the holy names of the Lord, they desire that when the holy name enters into the ear holes, it becomes so sweet and so nectarian and so transcendently joyful that 2 ears, not enough. Need more ears, millions. And when that same holy name dances on the tongue, then we want not one tongue, but many, many tongues. So this is how it is explained from the position of pure chanting. So the goal of Krishna consciousness is to progress to the perfectional stage of devotion through the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. But as it says in the verse we just read, that material senses cannot chant the holy names of the Lord. That means one has to purify them senses through the process of bhakti. And that purification means to engage the senses in the service of the Lord for the pleasure of the Lord. Chanting is part of that engagement, but all of the other activities that make up the process of devotional service, as given as foundational for the execution of devotional service, must be performed in such a way that it is done in the mood of devotion or in the mood of offering to the Supreme Lord himself. Because of the direction of the offering, it connects with the object of that offering, which is Sri Krishna himself. And therefore, the chanting of the holy name, when it's chanted for the pleasure of the Lord, it's actually cutting away the material coverings that are there due to association with the material energy. The name can never be covered, but the chanter is covered by the consciousness of material association or material attachments. So the holy name helps to relieve material attachments and at the same time gives the taste of the sweetness of Krishna through the holy name. So the holy name is both the means for purification and purification in itself when the means have been achieved. And one should practice carefully chanting the holy names of the Lord. And there's ways that one must approach the holy name. As it says here also in this verse, that there's those who are not devotees who chant the holy names of the Lord. So they might chant very melodious and very nicely from the position of a nice song or a nice musical rendition, but that chanting won't have any effect on the chanters in the sense of bringing them to the level of pure consciousness or Krishna consciousness. So the holy name is Krishna himself, and when you analyze it or you observe it, it's only 5 letters of the alphabet, K, R, S, and A. But it takes on a whole different dimension of experience when it is done in glorification of the Lord or in connection with the instructions given by the spiritual master for the execution of the chanting of the holy name. But one has to chant, obviously, there. And of course, it gives, the chanting can be done by anyone. Anyone can chant Hare Krishna. And that's nice. People can also get a little bit of freedom from material suffering, even if they're not fixed in the chanting or not engaged in devotional service. They can get a little bit of benefit, but that benefit is not the real benefit of the holy name. It's just a side benefit, and it doesn't go beyond a certain level of experience unless one takes up the process of bhakti along with the chanting of the holy name. Because the chanting of the holy name is the process of bhakti. It's the essence of process of bhakti, but the process of bhakti itself also supports the quality and development of the purification that is required to achieve perfection through chanting of the holy name. So Prabhupada would say, if you're chanting Hare Krishna and you're not following the process of bhakti, you are cooking with smoke. And he used that analogy, that smoke is a symptom of fire, and therefore, when you see smoke, you have to know that there's some fire. But what is the quality and size of that fire? You try to cook with smoke, you'll be there for 300 years trying to cook lunch. Doesn't really suffice, doesn't bring one to the success. So one has to carefully follow the process. So chanting the holy names must be accompanied by the activities of devotional service. And then the chanting will progress to the different stages. When we begin chanting, we are chanting Namaparad. We're chanting with offense. And therefore, there's hardly any taste, maybe a slight glimmer, but hardly any taste of the chanting of the holy name. As we free ourselves by being conscious of what are the offenses, just like in our temples, mostly all of the temples in the world, every day as part of the morning program, right after the Mangal Arti, Tulsi Arti, they recite the chanting of the 10 offenses, just as a way to keep devotees aware that these things must be avoided. Otherwise, as it says, that if one is chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one can chant for millions of lifetimes and still not get the benefit of the holy name. But by carefully understanding and avoiding the offenses and continuing in chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one goes beyond the stage of Namaparad into the stage of Namabhas, where it's compared to a glimmer of sunlight that appears through the clouds as the sun appears in the horizon. Although the sun is not fully present, there is a glimmer of light that comes through the clouds because of the presence of the sun. And that is given as an analogy that there is a ray of spiritual happiness that starts to manifest as one frees themselves from all of the offenses. And then as one continues to practice the process of devotional service, especially worshiping the Lord in his deity form and hearing and reading Srimad Bhagavatam. These are very essential for helping us purify our consciousness and coming to the stage of pure chanting. All of these processes are taken together as a one process for the purification of the practitioner. And along with that, association with and service to Vaishnavas, which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu emphasized as the most important part of our process of devotional service that couples or comes along with the chanting of the holy name. If one does not take association with devotees regularly, it will be very hard to progress in the process of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Very difficult. Association of devotees is purifying. It gives one an opportunity for service, and it brings transcendental happiness. So therefore, one should practice this process according to how the acharyas have given it, and that is all of these other things. And of course, if one is living in a temple, or if one is living in a holy place, or if one makes their home a holy place by establishing worship in the home as a regular part of their daily activities, then that culminates with the complete process. And therefore, if one follows these things very carefully, regularly, each day, without deviation, without cessation, and one will gradually perfect the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. There's also much information available through many of the books written by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, and of course Srila Prabhupada himself, about how to approach the holy name. Therefore, approaching the holy name is approaching Krishna. Just like when we approach the deity in the temple, we become very reverential. We offer our respects, we offer our obeisances, and we're very right. We're always in the proper mood of worship when we're in association with the Lord in his deity form. The Lord's deity and the Lord's name are not different. Both are the Lord fully manifested in the various manifestations of, one in sound and one in physical form, but both are non-different than the Lord. But the holy name of the Lord is the foundation by which one can perform all of the activities of the others, and all of the other activities support the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So here it's important too that this knowledge, we must hear about the glories of the holy name. It's not enough just to chant. We need to regularly hear about the glories of the holy name. Therefore, hearing the classes about the holy name, the glories, reading the books, the Shastras, the books are saturated with many, many statements by the acharyas and by Krishna himself about the glories of the holy name. Particular Chaitanya Charitamrita is full of the glorifications and the process of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So that will enliven the devotee to understand how important and how special the chanting of the holy name is, unique from all of the other activities of devotional service, and put more time, energy, attention, and devotion in the chanting of the holy name, which manifests in two activities of itself, japa and kirtan. Both are part of the process given by the acharyas especially His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We don't hear so much, but it's also mentioned in a few places that Lord Chaitanya chanted japa every day. And he would always chant in front of the Tulsi plant. And even if he had to walk and chant, one of his disciples, followers, would carry the Tulsi plant in front of him while he was chanting the holy name. So one who chants in front of Tulsi gets special mercy from Tulsi Maharani, which enhances the enthusiasm in the process of chanting. But one should be very careful, as it says in the Chaitanya Charita, one should very carefully sound the holy name very clearly. The pronunciation of the holy name is very important in the execution of meditation on the holy name. When the pronunciation is clear and hearable, then one's mind becomes attracted to chanting, and then one can go deeper into the sound. If it's not clear, if it's garbled or pushed together or somehow or other not pronounced properly, it becomes difficult to keep the mind focused on the holy name because the sound vibration is not clear. But one should chant very carefully and execute the process of hearing as the essence of receptivity. Hear very carefully and chant very clearly. These are 2 points. And of course, to enhance the mercy that the holy name can give, we also pray before we chant the holy names to the acharyas, to Krishna, especially to Lord Chaitanya, to Srila Haridas Thakur, who is the Namacharya, who has come to teach the process of chanting of the holy names of the Lord, where he would chant 333,333 names of God every day, which amounts to 192 rounds of japa every day. So he was the Namacharya, and he's showing that through the chanting of the holy name, one can attain to the stage of pure devotional service. And if we read books such as Harinam Chintamani, which is the statements by Haridas Thakur given with discussion by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, it's one of the more important books for learning about the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Harinam Chintamani. And there are others. Of course, the Bhagavatam is full. But here we get the understanding how to approach the holy name and practice. Sometimes we think mistakenly that I have 16 rounds to chant, and when I chant 16 rounds, I don't chant anymore throughout the day until the next day, then I chant 16 again. That is not the process, nor the instructions given by the spiritual master. One should chant the prescribed number of rounds, but one should keep the chanting of the holy name going as much as possible throughout the day as we perform activities, and also add numbers, add numbers to the chanting of the holy name. Here we are on the Ekadasi. Srila Prabhupada discussed chanting on the Ekadasi with his devotees, and he recommended devotees chant 25 rounds a day, minimum, on the Ekadasi. There are devotees who chant 32. There are devotees who chant 64 on this day. There's devotees who chant the whole day, So Ekadasi is particularly designated as a time for absorbing oneself in the chanting of the holy name and pushing aside all of the other so-called activities that we perform each day and concentrating on chanting Hare Krishna. It's a way to improve the quality of our chanting. It's also a way to absorb the mind in hearing the glories of Krishna. So there are many considerations in chanting, but the chanting is easy and highly recommended as the essence of all spiritual practices. There are verses in the early part of this Chaitanya Charitamrita in Adi Leela that describes that there is nothing greater throughout the scriptures, as Lord Brahma says himself, iti soda sakam nam nam kalikama sanasanam nata paratayo payo sarva vedashu drishyate. That after searching through all the Vedas, one cannot find a more direct, sublime process of glorification than chanting of these 16 names, Sodasakam. Sodasakam means 16. And then the second part of that verse is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that verse is from the Kalisantara Upanishads, which are the Vedas themselves. The Upanishads are actually the Shrutis, which are the Vedas. And therefore, even in the essence of Vedic knowledge, there is recommendations and glorifications for the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. It's not something that has been adapted recently because of Lord Chaitanya's appearance. It was there always in Vedic knowledge. And of course, just to reiterate here, if you go down the page on this verse here a little bit, you see, as far as of course says, one should not hear or engage in activities of chanting with the non-Vaishnavas. It will have no effect. Milk is a very nice substance, but if you add a little bit of poison to the milk, touched by the lips of a serpent, then that milk becomes deadly. What does that mean? That one starts to think in the wrong way about the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. One sees it as simply some nice song or a way to improve one's material life. There are people who chant to increase the quality of their material happiness, or what we might say, not happiness, but material success, like that. But that is not the goal. Therefore, as far as possible, it says devotees should come together and chant both in public, Harinam Sankirtan, and also in one's homes and in various venues that we have around the world. We just came from a almost 3.5 day program of chanting the holy names in here in Dallas, called Sadhu Sangha. 3,000 people attended, and it was a grand celebration, all centered around glorification of the holy name. And devotees become happy, devotees become enlivened, devotees become very connected with each other. The holy name brings devotees together in a very wonderful way. It cuts across all of the differences that we may have when we're engaged in chanting the holy names. Devotees feel happy. They enjoy each other's association. They're no longer feeling envy or unhappiness when they're with the devotees chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay, so we'll stop there and open it up.
Thank you, Maharaj, for highlighting reminding the importance of holy name on such auspicious day, and also chanting along with devotional service. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I request everybody, if you have any questions, comment, any realization, please do unmute yourself. You can raise your hand or you can type in chat window. And also, my humble request, if you can switch on your video, so that gives a nice platform to connect with Maharaj. Yes, Sridevi Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Vrindavan. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, on this point of not hearing from professional chanters or those who make a show of chanting or even chant just to get a following or for material benefits, what about those who are chanting the holy names, but they're chanting in a different way or a different sequence? I remember visiting ISKCON Juhu Radha Ras Bihari, and there was a big group of gypsies, these gypsy women, the traditional Indian gypsy women, and they were chanting the Maha Mantra in a different way. They were not chanting the way we chant, the same 3 words, but the sequence was different and like that. And then when I turned around and I asked people how we are allowing them to chant like this, they said they're used to this chanting. They come here and they chant like this, so we don't disturb them. That was what was told to me. So I didn't say anything, but I was wondering how this group of gypsies is chanting the holy names and they're allowed to chant like this in front of our deities in our temple. I'm not sure if that is.
You have to ask the authorities on that one. Generally, we don't do that, but maybe there's some concession for some reason to give them the association of devotees and maybe help them learn more about Krishna conscious practice. So if it's a preaching tactic, it might be considered in that way. But ultimately, devotees don't follow that. They don't chant like them. I can't give you a answer why the authorities do that. They have their reasons, but generally we don't allow that, particularly in the West. In India, it might be a little bit more flexible in how they allow people to do that. But ultimately, devotees have to be educated that this process is not the recommended way to approach the holy name.
Okay, Guru Maharaj. If I may just humbly ask one just follow-up question regarding this. When one Indian man, I think it was in some lecture, one Indian man says to Srila Prabhupada, why not chant Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, then Hare Krishna, and then Prabhupada said, yes, if you want to chant like that, you can chant Hare Rama first. Because ultimately in the sequence of repeated chanting, where does Krishna, it is repetitive. So Prabhupada said, yes, if you want, you can chant like that. So what is what should we follow when people ask such questions?
Well, Prabhupada's answered that also. He said, in the scriptures, there are statements where it's written Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. 2 points to be made in that regard. One is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is our Acharya. And so we follow the process as given by him. So he chanted Hare Krishna first. So because we are followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we follow Mahaprabhu's process. And so do the other acharyas who come in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. And the other thing is when you're chanting and you keep chanting, what's first and what's second? It becomes continuous. But we don't chant, when we begin, we chant Hare Krishna first, because we are followers of Mahaprabhu and the previous acharyas. If someone
Thank
else wants to chant Hare Ram first, fine. We don't say it's wrong, but that is not the way we approach it.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Mhm.
So while any other devotee asks any question, Maharaj, I have one question. One devotee who is very new actually in Krishna consciousness, he asked me one question that how to really progress further in Krishna consciousness, or how to start our journey. And my request to him was that you please start chanting. And after a few weeks, his point was that I want to chant, but I am struggling to chant on beats. Can I at least start just without beats? And I said, start from somewhere, but maybe remember one thing, that the right process is to chant over the beats. Is that the right suggestion, Guru Maharaj, or is that something?
Yeah. Yena Kena Pakarena Mama Krishna Divesa, yeah. Somehow or other, chant Hare Krishna. No rules, no regulations. But Sankhya Purna, as it says in the prayers by the six Goswamis, Sankhya means to count. And Prabhupada recommended that we keep a numerical vow. Numerical vow is a way to progress in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra by establishing a numerical vow. We adhere to that numerical vow, and then we can gradually increase based on that. And we're making a commitment. Krishna, I'm going to chant this much for you. For new people, non-devotees, or people who are just beginning, yeah, let them chant without beads. If they can do that, that's fine. But you'll find it becomes more and easier and nicer. And another reason is that we have 5 working senses. We have ears, we have nose, we have tongue, we have taste, and we have touch. So when we're engaged in devotion and chanting, we bring in the hearing and the sound. The ear and the tongue become activated. When you include the beads, you're putting the sense of touch also. You're including another sense. So that makes it more fuller in the process of chanting also, by including another sense. What you said to the person is fine. We don't force someone. If they don't want to chant on beads, let them chant.
Thank you, Maharaj. So there is one question from Rishabh Prabhu on the chat. He's saying, Dear Gurudev and Vaishnavas, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and you, Gurudev. Thank you for this clarification. When we engage in constant pure devotional service, our senses will be purified and we will be able to taste the pure holy name. I guess we need to be very careful not to contaminate ourselves with any sense enjoyment. Will endeavor until I reach perfection. Or actually, this is probably a statement rather than a question.
Yeah, the more you engage in sense gratification, the more you're moving, you're slowing down the process of purification. And if you make it a habit, then you're actually won't make any advancement in devotional service. We have to give up sense gratification and take to the process of sense satisfaction that comes through the process of bhakti, which includes all of the senses, including the mind, the intelligence. Sense gratification, a devotee may have desires for satisfying the senses outside of the process of bhakti, but one should not adhere to that or give way to that. One should just tolerate the desire to enjoy separately and go on in their spiritual practice. And if they do that, then they come to a higher taste and it becomes more natural and easy to leave aside all of these other activities of material life. When you get a higher taste, you can give up the lower taste. And as long as the higher taste is not there, one should tolerate, the desire to fulfill one's senses, mind's intelligence through material activities. Tolerate it, that's all. And if you tolerate it and practice, then you'll make progress.
Yeah. So he's saying, amazing. Wow. Thank you, Maharaj. Silpesh Prabhu, you have a question? Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. No glories to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, I was involved in a conversation yesterday with some devotees, and they were telling me, like, when there's breach preaching or kirtan melas, people will attend to do the kirtan, but they never turn to chanting, or they're not told to chant by the people who are preaching. What are your thoughts on this? Is it still helpful for them to do the kirtan, or ultimately should we all come to chanting?
You mean they're going to chanting venues and not chanting? Is that it?
They're going to kirtan festivals, but they're not really converted to chant eventually on beads. So they enjoy the kirtan festivals, but they don't necessarily chant.
Well, that's nice. Give them a chance to get a taste. And then as you give them a taste, you can speak to them and ask them. I ask people, when I meet them, how many rounds are you chanting? And then we go from there. So yeah, we encourage people to come. Everyone can come. But then again, they want to make progress, then they have to make some commitment. And that commitment is numerical vow. Even if they vow to chant 1 round a day, that's a commitment. Yeah, so they're beginning. But people who continually come and then never take up the chanting, then they're cheating themselves. They see the whole thing as just a nice spiritual entertainment, but they'll never really make tangible progress unless they commit themselves in a regular way. Krishna is his name. He's not different than his name. You can't just use the name the way you want to. That's Krishna. If he doesn't want to give you the mercy of the holy name, you can chant forever. Nothing will change. But Lord Chaitanya has made it very easy and merciful. If we're a little bit sincere and we want to glorify the Lord or worship the Lord or purify our existence, then the mercy will come. We have to see, we have to be disgusted with this material world. If we're not disgusted and averse to material life, our process in devotional service is practically nil, nothing. You can't cultivate two opposites. Material life and spiritual life are completely opposite. At least we have to give up the desire to enjoy or to try to enjoy in this material world. Even if we can't give up the activities, we have to give up the desire. And if we give up the desire and take the Krishna consciousness, that desire becomes purified through the process of bhakti. But there are people who, see spiritual life as just some entertainment, some nice association, something. They don't have, therefore, it's our duty to educate people in the process of bhakti. That's if we don't give them a more complete understanding, then they may never move beyond a certain point. Ultimately, when you're chanting, you have to come to the stage of bhajana kriya, which is taking shelter of the spiritual master. That is a stage of chanting. When chanting develops to a certain stage, one is inclined to take shelter of Krishna's representative. That inclination will automatically come if one is sincerely practicing the process. Sincerely means according to how the process has been given to us. Mm-hmm. Don't try to add anything. Don't try to take anything away. Accept it the way it is, and you'll make progress.
Yeah, Divya Mataji, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances. All greetings to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Maharaj, for the wonderful class. I've been attending your class from few weeks now. I'm from South London. So just wanted to thank you very much for the inspiration that you are providing me. Recently, I have been provided an opportunity to do the Sankirtan as a volunteer activity in the Krishnamurti school with children out of my work because principal just like the singing. Uh, so what is happening is like every Thursday we do this lesson where we 30 minutes teach the Sankirtan movement and teach them the importance of Mahamantra. So your class has really inspired me and given me a few points because it's not only about the chanting. They are obviously young kids of 9 to 10 years, so they need to know the importance as well. So I've been trying to read Chaitanya Charitamrita as well and trying to tell them the importance of Mahamantra, but your class has really inspired me where I can, bring these points and discuss with them as well and tell them that, they should keep on chanting the Mahamantra. So thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you. Do you go to Vrindavan Nas class every Friday night?
Yeah, Maharaj, I'm trying. Yes. Yes, I've been joining it from last 1 year.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, bring the kids too.
Yes, Maharaj. No, it's a very great initiative, Maharaj, that the head teacher of the school in Krikramantik Croydon, she has started it. So they have also got a new chaplain there who is also trying to, he and me try to, engage this lesson and make it very interesting and try to tell them the importance that Hare Nam is Kevalam. So they found it very interesting and they really like chanting because they dance and jump in that 30 minutes session. So it's very inspiring for them.
Yeah,
Thank you, madam.
it's inspiring for us to watch them also.
Yes, yes. Even the teachers are joining, Maharaj, in that 30 minutes. I feel so inspired to see them that all of the teachers who are free and not taking the lessons, they just turn up and they enjoy and relax completely. because they are also, because they are in Krishnamurti school, so they have Gaura Nitai in each class. So they already know the importance of the deities. But chanting needs to be, progressed further.
Yeah. Gradually, they associate and continue chanting. They start learning about the different ways and how to do it in the proper way. And then
Yes.
it becomes
Thank you
more,
so much.
then it becomes more powerful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vrindavan Nath Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Trudy Mataji, I'm not sure, sorry, Trudy Prabhu, please go ahead. You're on mute. Hare Krishna, Trudy Mehta Prabhu, you are on mute. If you have raised your hand.
Maybe she
Probably
stepped,
looks like a mistake, maybe.
maybe stepped away from the computer sometimes.
Yeah. Or maybe pressed by mistake, Maharaj.
All right.
There is no further question or comment, but should we have chanting, Maharaj, if with your permission, if it's okay?
Yeah, if there's, as long as there's no more questions.
So,
Scarlett,
devotees, any last questions, comments?
Scarlett has a question.
Oh, sorry, yeah, okay, yeah. In her photo, actually, it's just invisible. Yes,
Yes,
Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, and thank you very much for today's class. I try to be very much focused in when I'm chanting, but sometimes it pops up question, not to anything else, but it's almost like I'm asking Krishna about something. And when that pop up, then it's stay there and I can't focus continuing to do the chanting. I wait and I try to do something else just to take it away. And then I start again. But then again, the question pops up in my head. Is it wrong to continue, still continue the chanting while you have that question in your head all the time? It's only a question to Krishna, nothing else.
Yeah, just tell your mind that, all right, you want to ask him, but ask him later, not now. See, you just tell the mind, all right, you got this question, it's important, all right, so, but now's not the time. Now's the time to focus on hearing and chanting nicely. So if you tell the mind to shut up and just forget about it, it may not work. If you tell the mind, well, yeah, it's important, but later, okay, and the mind said, all right, I'll wait.
Okay, thank you very much.
We have to trick the mind. The mind is always trying to interfere with our worship. So we have to trick the mind sometimes.
To be honest, I was very good to having control on my mind. I was very good at focusing on things when I was doing it before, but lately I have very much difficulty to control the mind. And my mind is not anywhere else, but all the time asking questions, wondering things, and I can't continue chanting because I cannot focus on it.
Well,
it's very difficult for me to control it nowadays.
Well, talk to other devotees about your struggles in Krishna consciousness. Get some association, some discussion with other devotees, and then maybe you can move beyond this mind.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we can run a chant for a little while here.
Yes, please.
So, I don't know how long I'm going to be chanting. You can stay on as long as you want, but I think I'll be chanting for a little while. So those of you who have a schedule, you may consider, what you want to do, continue to chant or follow your schedule. But right now I'm in the mood for chanting. So I have rounds to do anyway, so you can stay on as long as you want, and the more the merrier, as we say. Sit straight and keep your back straight. That's important. If you're sitting, if you have to stand erect also. But the back always has to be straight. Otherwise, the concentration is impaired. So, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. 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 Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. 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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna.